Welcome to the ICU Arena, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday. You know what that means? That means another episode of Masters of the League. And we have three big games for you today. Starting off with a trip to, well, actually, I say trip to, we're going here, just behind us. It's the ICU Arena. Although we do welcome a team from Europe. It's the UEFA Champions League. We kick things off with a match against FC Porto. Why you stood outside? I hear you asking the questions. Well. Let's bring you up to speed. This guy right here, not that guy over there on the TV. That's Bib. Hi, Bib. Hey, I'm Graham, by the way. Welcome in. This guy is Castolo, club legend, the all-time goal scorer at Ice Cream Uploads. He's gonna finish his year. Is finish? Oh my God! Start words. We're proper good words. Speak nice. He's gonna finish his career here at Ice Cream Uploads. He's already committed to that, despite other clubs continuously coming in for him and offering about £3 to £4 for a player that is currently the two-time back-to-back European best player, I might add. But anyway, this guy has been doing God's work at Ice Cream Uploads for the last 4 seasons. We're in season 4 of being in charge, and he has absolutely been ruling the roost since we got here. But do we finally have someone that can fill his boots? Is that the case? Because Fyodor Chalov, who joined us in the summer, has been firing on all cylinders recently. He got his first hat-trick for the club in the last stream. If you didn't see that, that is available to watch on YouTube. And now we maybe have someone fit enough to take the number 9 shirt when Castolo retires. Chalov is a 9 in himself. He's actually a double 9. Currently wears the 99 shirt for us, and he's been playing with the same passion, that the same pomp, the same joie de vivre, or whatever it's called, as Castolo. You can clearly tell I'm not European. I'm just trying to get into the
va-va-voom.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby, what is the French for va-va-voom? So we finally maybe have a player of that caliber. I mean, I'm not saying that's not all. I mean, we do have Erling Haaland, who has been incredible, but Erling Haaland's always been playing with Castolo. Who can replace Castolo? Maybe it's Chalov. I don't know. We will see. But anyway, no lingering outside. Let's get back inside. Join us in the managerial suite. Hey, welcome. As you can see from the titles on the desk, we are the core management team. My name is Graham. This right here, wrong side, this guy right here is Bib, and we together are the core management team at Ice Cream Uploads FC. Welcome in. If you are new here, we have been in charge at this club for 3 and a bit seasons. We're currently in our 4th season now, and we are doing well. Top of the league, I believe we hit in the last stream, right?
Yep, we did, on goal difference.
So joint top of the league, but ahead on goal difference. So doing pretty well in the league. Not bad for a team that only won 50% of the games in the first 4 games. So that's good. We've pushed on since then. We're doing well in the FA Cup. We're doing well in the Champions League. So it's all good. It is all good in the hood. Yeah. Joining us in the chat are you guys. So let's give a big shout out to Chappers, member of our backroom staff, a fan of Sheffield, the club Sheffield. Yeah, sorry. This is an ongoing joke for those that don't know. In our rushed commentary hype, we played Sheffield Wednesday the other day, and I said Ice Cream Uploads 2, Sheffield 1 or whatever, but not Sheffield Wednesday, just Sheffield, and it's a button to pick on. So I'm gonna keep picking on it. So there we go. Nice. How's things, chappers? Are you good? Anyone else that's in the chat, please feel free to jump in at any point throughout the stream with conversation, because you guys are our backroom staff. Not only are you here to watch how things go on, how we do on the pitch and off the pitch, you guys can impact on that too. If we get any questions from the media, we throw the questions to you guys. You get to answer whenever we run a poll, and that impacts on the decisions that we make within the stream. As well as that, you can choose what players we sign and whether we hit fire when we finally get to that discussion point. So feel free to drop transfer suggestions in the chat or in our Discord. !Discord is the command if you do want to get access to the Ice Cream Uploads Discord. If you're on YouTube, then there's no chat for you to type those in, but you can still join the Discords. Nevertheless, you can find the links in that on our social media. Chapper says, "Don't start this." Okay. But anyway, how are things going into the day? Do we have an update on reports from the backroom staff? What's all said?
We do. First thing this morning, you walk into the office, you see a nice little envelope on the side with all the information that we need to know going into today's fixture and obviously beyond. So, looking back, obviously that's looking forward. Looking back, Castolo, Isak, and Mason Mount have made it in the Players of the Month of October, I think it is. I think it's October. So yeah, the three massive players. I mean, Isak, I think played 2 games out of 5 maybe in the month, and he still managed to make the best 11 in the Premier League. So big shout out to him. The ever consistent Castolo and Mason Mount is starting to pull his weight in that attacking midfield role. So yeah, it's a pleasure to see Mason Mount in there, as well as Isak Castolo. He's never out of there. Do you know what I mean? He's been in it every single year, every single month since we started this. Absolute baller.
Loving
The training
seeing.
report.
I'm going to say, just loving seeing Mason Mount in that list because he's a player that we were on the verge of getting rid of in the summer. He's not physically, he's not the most resilient player. He can overextend, he can overstretch, he can pull muscles, he can get slight little niggles, and that's something that we're having to work on to make sure that we can play him more often. And having done that, having changed in the way that we treat him, we are getting more out of him now. So seeing him making it into the team of the month, yeah, it's only 1 month, but it's something he's never done before, so that's good to see.
Absolutely. The monthly training report of Matondo has gone up by 1, which is fantastic. So has Davis. So has Isak. He's now an 82 rated striker. Haaland is now an 84 rated striker, so he's our second best striker. I mean, that was always the case anyway, but he's only 1 rating now behind Chalov. Jude Bellingham, who's out on loan at the moment, has gone up by 1, which is fantastic. And then a load of our youth team players. Miranda, he's not a regen, is he?
It can't be Beminander if that was the case.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But he's only got 1 name, so it just instantly makes me think that is a regen, but clearly not. We'll go and have a look at him in a second. Just to schedule the earnings. We've got 1 scout. Oh my god, it's happening.
Oh! I'm currently just muting notifications to try and stop things popping up, but there we go. That is a player. For those of you who don't know, look right below me on the screen there. I have a scout. I have a report on our latest scouting efforts, says the scouts. For those of you who don't know what the scouts do, I mean, you guys are our scouts, but we also have scouts provided for us that go out and find players that we could sign. These guys can find us some bargains. You can find us hidden gems. These find us not hidden gems. So Wilfred Ndidi is a player that we know about, that everyone knows about, but costs a lot of money. If the scouts have conversations with him, bring him back to us, that makes him a little bit cheaper. Maybe brings them within our budget. Anyway, we had a conversation with him previously, and we absolutely wanted to pull the trigger, but we didn't have the money. And when we did, the conversations had dried up. The scouts there have brought Wilfred Ndidi back into the conversation. And one thing you'll know if you've seen our last month of streams is that we concede goals because we don't have any defensive midfield cover, and that's exactly what Wilfred Ndidi brings to us. Ooh! Ooh!
Lovely stuff. There was also something in there for Svilar as well, but we'll check that in a second. I'm gagging to see how much money that they want to put forward for him. 84 rated defensive midfielder, has all the bells and whistles that you could probably want. Ball control, a little bit of tight possession, kicking power, is really good at winning headers. Stamina, but this is the kicker. This is what we want. Boom! Defensive awareness, 86. Ball winning, 88. Aggression, 90. Injury resistance, 2. And most important, his form is 9 times out of 10 decent. That is what we want. That is a defensive midfielder that we have been looking for. Yeah. Now, Graham, before I go forward and have a look and see how much his release fee is, how much do you reckon we're going to get him for?
He was 16 million to us last time. That's what we could have got him for, 16 million. He's gone up since then. We've got more money since then. I mean, I'd love to spend 16 to 18 million. We have 26. I would be surprised if we don't have to spend at least 25 of that on him. Maybe we don't even have enough. So, yeah, let's see.
Okay. Well, his wages is the perfect, like the chef's kiss. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna be getting for less than that. But that is, I would pay that now, regardless. 3.3 mil on his wages. I would pay that absolutely no problems. Easy money.
Absolutely.
Market value 43 million. That's not his good. That's his current rate, not his release fee rate. So we're ready.
Release fee of 62 million.
Milli.
Okay, we can't afford 62 million. We have 26.7. Let's see what the scouts have brought him in for. 30 million. His salary has dropped compared to what he was. I mean, we can drop his wage down a little as well. Don't forget that.
Is this the time, Graham?
Can we do it with him being so soon into the team?
No, we can in January.
But he might disappear though by the time we get to that. I mean,
it's only a month away.
I suppose. I mean, 22 million off the price would only make him 8 million.
It's either that or we keep Nene and put someone like Gardner in for the sake of 3 mil.
Because that's a like-for-like change, a DMF for a DMF. That's a good upgrade. I mean, Garner has been good for us. Okay, we do have we have a question. I mean, just jump back for a second and go back to just his bit and drop it down like a couple of notches. See what it would be. So 24 million. We could still buy him for 24 million.
Shall we put that in?
I think, like, I like the idea of a trade though, because we could get him in. It leaves us with absolutely no transfer budget then, so we have no way of getting hold of that player. Chapper says, try and take some off it. You could probably squeeze that 25. Yeah. Great minds. We've just done that. So 24.3 is probably where we can get it. Contract length, we'd absolutely push that up to 5 years. Let me just start a poll. This is where we need your guys' opinions. So where's the poll section? There we go.
See, whatever we get for him, his release fee is going to be infinitely better than what we would have got him for anyway. So we will always make profit off him, which is nice because it is very rare that we actually get the opportunity to have that.
Okay, we have some options now.
Iceman. Sure, it's 7 times out of 8. Yeah, but it doesn't sound as good, does it?
Okay, so Ndidi transfer ... The 4 options are 25 million. Do we spend 25 million? Well, it's actually 24.3, but it's easy to just write 25 million. Do we spend 25 million and hopefully get Ndidi? Do we trade Ghana and get 19 million off the price? Do we trade Dodo, a player that isn't as good as Ghana, but has been with us a long time? Do we stick with Dodo? Or do we get rid of the sentiment? Do we trade Dodo and lose 13 million off the price? Or do we trade Nene? Nene is an attacking midfielder, so he's not a DMF, which is what Dodo and Ghana are. So if we get rid of Nene, we will have 3 DMFs. 1 that's a starter, 2 that are backups. Do we need that many? So Ghana is probably better than Dodo, is worth more, but he's not Dodo. Dodo is not as good as Ghana and isn't worth as much. But he is Dodo. Nene is neither of those players and he's not a DMF, but he has more potential and more value. He's worth 22 million. What are your thoughts? The poll has started, hopefully, in the chat for you now, so that should run for the next 60 seconds. So, Wilfred Ndidi, do we just buy him? 25 million, spend all our cash, not get rid of a player? Do we make a trade? Do we get rid of Ghana? A new player that's just been brought in has already scored 2 goals for us in very minimal appearances and has played pretty well. Or do we get rid of Dodo, a long-time stalwart at the club? Do we get rid of him? Or do we get rid of Nene, a new player, attacking midfield option, has performed pretty well in pre-season. But, yeah, does he carry the same weight? I mean, what do you guys think? Okay, that poll is running forever. I must have it must have come up with a default setting of a different length of time. Okay, that poll is going to run for the next 6 weeks from the looks of things. It usually runs for a minute, but I think it looks more like a 5-minute poll because we're about 20 to 25% of the time in. We've been running for maybe a minute or so now. So yeah, what do you guys think? 75% of votes say we should trade Dodo. 25% at the moment says pay the full 25 million in cash. Obviously, you have a few more minutes left to vote on that because I did done fuck up. So let us know what you guys think. I mean, let's have a look at the stats. What's Dodo's age first, just so we know. So 24 years old. He's 2 years younger than Ndidi, so not much difference there in terms of age, but a lot in terms of stats. 76 overall, so not particularly high for a player that's 24 years old, but he does play well within the team. His stats. Cheers, beautiful. Cheers, well, just had special delivery. So his stats. He's good at heading. Not the greatest at anything else other than the physical side of the game, which is kind of what we need him there for. Defensive awareness, ball winning, aggression are okay. His form's okay. Injury resistance is okay. Not the greatest all-round player, but he doesn't play like that. He plays clearly above that level. What do you guys think? Is that okay? I mean, let's have a look at Garner then, in respect of in comparison. So Garner, 21, 3 years younger than Dodo. What's his overall looking like? So was Dodo 76 as well? So yeah, 3 years younger, the same overall. So he has 3 years left to develop. Same playing style, anchorman. Let's have a look at his stats then. He has a bit better passing. Everything else is lower overall. His curling, his speed and stuff, his acceleration, his ball control, his low passing are all on the verge of being decent. But not quite there yet. He's still got a bit of time. I mean, in 3 years' time, they will all go up. But his physical side of the game is much lower. His defensive awareness isn't the greatest. His aggression, his ball winning is not too bad, but his defensive awareness and his aggression definitely aren't at the level where Dodo was in that sort of sense. So he's more of a jack of all trades. Dodo can only do one thing, and he can do it pretty well. This guy can do everything to a decent level, essentially. So that's the sort of the conversation. Keep Garner, says Iceman. Catfish out, says Ads. So he wants to trade Katic. You know, that's actually not a bad conversation there, Katic, because do we have too many defenders now in that sense? Dodo to centre-back sorted, says Chappers.
Yeah.
And Chappers has got the Dodo love as well. You're subscribed to Lita?
Yeah.
Mad, didn't know she was on it. Is that actually the Kens? I'm assuming that's someone with just... Yeah. I'm assuming she doesn't have any more of herself if that is her channel. So, yeah, I mean, the poll is still ongoing. It has evened up a little bit. 3 votes for trading Dodo, 2 votes for spending the money. I mean, what is Katic looking like age-wise? Oh, have we... Katic is 76, 26 years old, actually. Do you know what? He's not worth anything.
It's not worth much, though.
1 point,
no.
Yeah, it's not worth it. That's the reason we've not got rid of him. Him and Ben White are steals. 2 million release fee and a 3 million release fee, but yet they play exceptionally well as backup. They are the John O'Shea's and that sort of players. Browns. Yeah, exactly. The Johnny Evans, players that play much better than you'd expect them to do, but just aren't valued. So yeah, it's not really any real need to get rid of those in that sense. Loads of WWE references on here now. No, it is actually she's called Amy Dumas. Oh, I did not know. There you go. Nice. There you go. I mean, the fact that she has herself as a... But then again, I suppose most streamers have their own faces in their emotes, really. So, yeah. There you go. The poll has ended after 6 weeks. It says trade Dodo. 60% of votes says trade Dodo. 40% says take the money. Do you know what? I'm not going to take that as fully gospel. But, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Bib?
Yeah, Dodo ain't going anywhere. Simply put, he ain't going nowhere. I demand a recount. It's a Donald Trump situation now, isn't it?
I mean, there are no votes for Garner or Nene, though. Nobody really wants to get rid of Garner or Nene.
Interesting. Well, we can't actually. We can do the swap now for Dodo. We can't for Garner or anything yet because they've not been at the club long enough.
Stop the poll, says Ads. I demand a recount. We'll never forget you, Dodo, says Chappers. Bibby equals Trump. Overrule it, Bibby, you beautiful man.
Yeah, how can you want him to go anywhere? Heathens.
I mean, my situation, I would like to keep Dodo forever. But how many games has he played this season?
Well, even if we brought in Indeed, it's a very good point. If we brought in Indeed, we would have to change the formation anyway to try and bring him in. So let me just make a new formation about what I think that we potentially have to move into going forward. Should we want to play with the DMF going forward?
I mean, we could effectively play the same formation, but just changing Foden out for a DMF. But that does mean that we lose someone of Foden's calibre from the team initially.
So we would have to play something like this.
But with Dodo as a dump rather than a comf.
Yeah. So attacking, CMF, and then dump. Which isn't the worst formation in the world.
It's quite a positive formation, really. It's more of an attacking formation than we've had. We've not really had the players to open that opportunity for us. But it does mean that we lose.
It does mean that we've got 4 strikers in rotation now. Yeah. I mean, can Chalov play on the wings?
Not exceptionally
well. We'd probably lose Isak straight away. Oh, we could play right wing.
Not very well, though.
Ish. So yeah, I mean, it does ask a few questions. But Curtis Jones automatically becomes an out-and-out replacement for McNeil, which is quite nice.
I'd be more inclined to, because we've lost multiple decent players there, to bring in one DMF. I'd be more inclined to kind of look at keeping what we had. So there we go. But that and dropping Foden out for Dodo as a DMF kind of thing to give us the cover over defence. That way we still have that big man 1-2 pairing up front. Chaloff, Haaland, Castolo, Haaland. That does then give us... I mean, it does mean that we lose Foden out of the starting lineup, which is a bit of a drop. Foden, I mean...
It's tough, isn't it?
I mean, Ndidi for Foden is a good swap, and it does give us Foden. I mean, Foden he plays left mid as well, does he? What does he play when he goes out to the left mid for McNeil? 78, so it's not horrendous, but it's not great either. I mean, in reality, we need Ndidi more than Foden. I know we've had Foden. He's not really played exceptionally well because he's playing a DMF role.
Yeah.
So I would probably say rather than losing Haaland to the bench, I'd probably be more likely to drop Foden to the bench, put Ndidi where he is, and play as we are, and then bring Foden on as our replacement for Mason Mount as the games go on. Rather than bringing in a Nene or someone to sit in Mason Mount's position, Foden can be our Mason Mount replacement there.
Yeah.
Check how Dodo does at centre back. Does Dodo actually play at centre back?
Shit.
Oh, okay.
No, he goes to a 72 rated centre back.
Get Amy Dumason.
Which is worse than our worst centre back.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't want Dodo at centre back when they've got Kylo Ren at the head of their attack. I mean, look at that. Adam Driver at the top of the line. God.
All very good points. So I'm just sorting this out now. I messed around. that's good.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get rid of Dodo, but how many games has he played this season? You can look at the season stats. Where's that? Can we see it? I know he's played at least one sub appearance. What else has he played?
Where would you see it? Can't remember. Is it my team info maybe? Player status.
Nope.
Good performance.
Might be in the. Yeah.
There you go.
So that's
4 games.
5.1 rating because he's had minutes played. But you've got Kubo who's played 14 games. Where's Foden? How many games has Foden played? Yeah.
16. Tough decisions.
So who are the youngsters? We've got Garner, who is an option. Billy Gilmore is an option. Billy Gilmore has played 3 games. Garner's played 2. But he's only scored 1? He scored twice.
Yeah, I don't think they count in pre-season.
Ah, okay.
Because he's played more than 2 games. I think he's played 5, but he got a game, I think, in pretty much every single pre-season game that we had.
I mean, okay, let me start a different poll then. Let's start the conversation here. New poll. Trade. If we were going to do a trade, the options between Garner, Gilmore, Dodo, and Nene. Do you know, I'm going to leave Nene off because he's an AMF, and that's just going to make things a bit more complex. So if we were going to trade for Ndidi, which player should we put in the trade then? So Garner, Gilmore, or Dodo. Who would you rather us get rid of? Garner, obviously, young signing brought in from United, basically as one of our youth players. Gilmore, young signing brought in from Chelsea, one of our youth players. And Dodo, long-time youth player, now 24 years old in the team.
Yeah.
Who would you rather us trade out? Had 1 vote so far for Gilmore.
Have you seen the stats there though? 'Cause, like Isak, 12 goals, 6 assists in 9 games. Haaland, 12 games, 11 goals, 3 assists. Chalov, 14 games, 11 goals, 7 assists. And then Castolo, 16 games, 14 goals, 11 assists. Our ever-changing strikers in this particular formation, every time we bring them in, they get a goal or assist. Every single one of them's pulling the weight.
Which that never happens. You take a striker off, you interrupt form, or potentially. We've got players that are banging in goals wherever, from ever. Oh my god, I didn't change the timer again. Anyway, 100% of the votes so far are saying we should trade Billy Gilmore. He's a CMF.
He's only worth 12 mil. So we have to pay the difference.
See, it's not too far off Dodo's 13 mil though, so it's pretty similar. I mean, Garner is worth more, but I mean, let's look at Gilmore's stats then. We didn't actually look at it because he was a CMF rather than DMF. Although CMF pretty much is a DMF in our formation. So Gilmore, 73 overall, 21 years of age. He scored a goal. He's only had 3 appearances. Okay, what's his stats then? His defensive awareness, he's got nothing really about him. He can pass a ball. He can't really score. Not too much pace about him. Okay, next set of... what's his skills and stuff? Has he got skills on him? So yeah, he's a passer. He's a ball-playing central midfielder, effectively. I mean, he's not going to play AMF because he's not going to get ahead of Mount. And Foden would play ahead of him as AMF. CMF is pretty much a DMF for us. So he's not going to get in ahead of Dodo, and if we had him, Ndidi. So yeah, but maybe Gilmore is the option. Zumpower says Ndidi is top for defence. Yeah, absolutely. He's the one that we definitely would like to bring in. So he's worth 12 million. He's got a release fee of 17. Hasn't played that much. He was brought in as one of our youth players. Salary's a pittance because obviously he's rated so lowly. But then again, 73 rated at 21 years old isn't actually that great, really. In terms of growth, you kind of expect him to be a bit higher than that if he was going to be a world beater.
Yeah.
Can you actually confirm it, or will it say that it's too early because he's in? Yeah, just completed a move. Okay, so we could potentially do that then. Gilmore for Ndidi. He's a player that's just been brought in. We'll just say from the youth setup. It's the easiest way of describing it without going and breaking the fourth wall. So just brought in from the youth setup. Could take off over half of the value of Ndidi. I think that pretty much is absolute logic for me if we can get that. Miranda.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Ad says catfish. Yeah, we'd get rid of Katic, but there's no benefit for it because he's so low. We can't get a player. I mean, he has played for us this season when we need him, but his salary is so low and his value is so low, we wouldn't be able to get a player of that caliber when if we were to replace him. So it's just there's no real benefit for us to get rid. There we go.
Indeed.
I've got your controller.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. There's a reset controllers button somewhere.
Yeah, I've been trying to find it. I actually don't know where it is. I've seen it so many times, and then when I come to do it,
I think it's like on my overlay button, but I just don't know how to get that back once I hide it. Anyway, Laxalt in, says Ads. Who's Laxalt?
who is that?
Iceman says a rarity. I've just got a penalty in PES 2021. Lies.
Yeah, that don't happen.
Yeah, we haven't had a penalty for a while. We had a few early on, didn't we? But then we've not had any for ages.
Yeah.
Bow down to our new overlord,
All
the
right.
penalty gaming man.
I wonder if it's in there.
There you
Reset gamepads.
go. No.
Nope, that didn't work.
Oh, I've just unplugged mine. Try it now. No.
Dumb.
Laxalt, new Celtic defender, on loan from Italy. Chopper says, of course he plays for Celtic, with ads now recommending him.
As per.
I mean, ads is our resident Celtic scout, so that kind of makes sense. We do have
restarting game.
We do have the likes of Jezza Frimpong. Oh, do we have him anymore, actually?
Yes.
I know we got rid of young Moko Dembele, but
That's it, yeah. We've still got Frimpong, we haven't got Moko anymore.
so ads has an impact on this team already.
This episode's kind of turned into a transfer special.
It has. So we might not get through all 3 games. We might only get through 2. We'll see how things go.
Well, depending on how long this game goes on for, we might get through this one.
Chapper says, yes, he's from AC Milan. Adds, have you ever considered that Celtic are actually a bit pish using the ish emote? I see what you did there. Never.
Bit pish.
Chappers, I'm not having that. You do not speak about the Ice Cream Uploads feeder club like that. They are an exceptional feeder club for us as a much, much larger, established, bigger team.
I know, yeah. How do you feel if Rangers win the league?
Are they still top of the league?
Must be embarrassing for you, lot. Yeah, Rangers are, yeah. I think they're 9 points clear, but Celtic have 2 games in hand. And that could have changed. This was like maybe 2 weeks ago, so.
Incredible.
Okay, so running into this game against Porto then. Safanov in net. We got Alphonso Davies, Nani, Sarr, and Zefwik. The 4 defenders have returned to play with each other for the first time in probably about a month, I think. McNeil returns to the left-hand side. Matondo is playing on the right. Give Kubo just that. If that's not, let's bring Kubo in.
Yeah, I agree.
He's up for it.
Matondo's not quite a little bit tired, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Chalov's is going to start alongside Castolo, the goal machines, who've got probably around about 10 to 12 goals between them in the last 3 games. So they have to absolutely start with each other. The bench consists of Svila, Katic, Mikulenko, Matondo, David, Haaland, and Isak. So we have got a lot of attacking options coming off that bench should we need them.
Yeah, I mean, the things to notice in there is David, 84 rated, versus Mount's 83. He's played exceptionally well in the last few games. Obviously, not quite 100% stamina, so that's why he's sitting this one out. But that's definitely a good conversation to have there. Does make things a bit tricky for Phil Foden potentially going forward, because he's a player that will develop hugely over time. But bringing in Wilfred Ndidi is a move that we need for the greater good of the team. It means that Phil Foden, David and Mount are all competing for attacking midfield positions, which could see a bit more formation changing on the fly as we go forward. We kind of stick to this formation because that's all we've had. We now have options, which means that we can go with extra midfielders or go with less strikers or go with wingers. So if we bring in someone like Ndidi, it might mean that Phil Foden misses out in the short term, but does potentially mean a bit more variety in the way that we can play going forward. We can adapt to play against different teams, which is quite exciting. Something we've not really had the ability to do going forward. Alphonso Davies comes in at left back. He's not 100% stamina. Mikalenko, he is 100% stamina, whereas Mikalenko is not quite 100%. He's more up for it, but Alphonso Davies has just peaked at 84, so he is ahead of Mikalenko now as our left back choice, which I mean, he kind of is our left back choice anyway, but Mikalenko is definitely up there with an exceptional defender.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely, indeed. Okay, back to the pre-match press conference. First game of the day. Ice Cream Uploads against FC Porto. And, I mean, if we get this win in the bag, that's pretty much... I think that actually secures us our spot in the next round of the Champions League. So, yeah, we could have taken the foot off the gas. We could have put the likes of Garner and Gilmore and Jones and Nene on the bench. They're all obviously not travelling with us today. We do have the likes of Haaland and Isak and David all on the bench. These are players that could start in most teams around the world. So having them on the bench shows just how serious we're taking this game. If we get the 3 points here, it means that we have the ability to look at fielding the weaker teams in games going forward. Not weaker teams, but our B teams. Not necessarily our full-strength squad, and that's good. It gives us the opportunities to have a little bit of flexibility for that. Hopefully we can do that. Hopefully the likes of Castolo and Co can put this to bed so we can focus on getting a little bit more squad circulation going forward. I think that's what we have in mind. Chap has said at least that knobhead with the flash photography is gone now. Yeah, we've banned him from this from this setup. So whenever we have UEFA Champions League matches, obviously we come into this, the UEFA Champions League Conference Suite, and yeah, he's not allowed in this one. I'm fed up. He does still get a free pass for the normal Premiership Suite and stuff, so he probably will be there like blinding me and stuff, but it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Let's jump out onto the pitch as the players are aware that the UEFA Champions League anthem is absolutely 100% being blasted in the stadium. You just can't hear it because, we've blocked it out. The champions! Oh, there you go. It's coming through again. Oh, God. Okay, let's mute that. Let's get rid. I mean...
Has anybody in the line ever sang the... like they usually sing the national anthem before the games and stuff like that. Has anyone actually sang, like, whisper or, like, lip synced the Champions League music as a player? That would be hilarious.
I imagine someone that's a banter player, like a Paul Gascoigne. You could see Gaza being stood there singing, "These are the greatest teams." But yeah, no one else. I mean, look at how serious these guys are. And Malang Sarr there on the end of the line with the biggest grin the world has ever seen. He loves life. Oh. Dinner time, pork chop and chips, says Iceman. Oof. I've just had homemade egg mayo sandwiches and they were exceptional. I love a homemade egg mayo sandwich. Egg mayo just doesn't sound like one of the sexiest foods in the world, but my God, homemade egg mayo, warm still from being cooked, sexual. As Porto lead the line with Adam Driver. Kylo Ren leading the line. Yeah, she will be. So the first game of the stream, Ice Cream Uploads at home in the UEFA Champions League. FC Porto with a player that players from Manchester might know in the real life. Alex Telles looking to prove his worth. It's a bit stuttery, this gameplay for me.
Very, very, very stuttery.
Oh, is that for you as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's not just...
I don't think I've got anything running, though.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Hey, there we go. Oh my God, look at him holding me in the box. And now it's changed to you, but I couldn't get past him. Just had hold of me.
Right, let me just see if I've got anything else running. I shouldn't have. I'm sure I closed it all beforehand.
And jumped into the dugout so you can have a butcher's. I reckon some folk will have. What's that in relation to? I can't remember. See, as soon as something starts crashing, I instantly lose conversation. Although, let me draw your attention to these. If anyone has an Iceland near them, these, you get like a little box full of chocolate brownies made by Brompton House. They're like £2 or whatever it is for a box of 8 or 16 brownies. And my God, for packaged cakes, these things are exceptional. They're so moist. If you want some moist brown in your mouth, get these in your life. Brompton House, home of the moist brown. The downside is they absolutely brown up your teeth with gunk, so the rest of the stream is going to be me sat here looking like I've been up to no good. Let's put it that way. All in one. Cheers. Whoa.
I might have to reinstall Skype at some point. I don't understand why it's running like 17 different bits, but if I end it, it's going to end our call.
I mean, you are stuttery on Skype for me, actually. Might be worth just...
moving it for today.
Might be worth you killing... one second. Yeah, it might be worth you killing your Skype and then just reconnecting. Because it looks like that's chunking your PC. And stuttering everything else, because even your Skype call was like fragmented then.
Did jump it. It's got 5 different things open, I don't understand that.
Okay, while all that is happening, I'm going to head back into the changing room. We've got a nice changing room, so we might as well pop in. There we go. So, for those of you that don't know, obviously all of our football matches are broadcast live on Sky Sports, and sometimes Sky mess things up, and this has absolutely nothing to do with us. It's entirely Sky Sports' fault, and not us. Yeah, that's what it is. My ACPUs are at 100% then.
Yeah, no, PES is running at like 59%.
Chug,
Interesting.
chug.
Let's just try this for now.
Okay, let me turn you back on then. That's what she said. Nope, not that one. Okay. Do you want to I'll bring it back.
We'll try it without Skype for the time being, because that was adding like 20% on.
Okay. I get you. Okay, no bit video. It's fine. Need to. There we go. We'll just keep you as the ice cream logo. That's fine. Baby looks like that. This is good.
Better looking.
Okay, let's go. Even UCL matches? Well, I don't know. Sky Sports, maybe. I mean, this is 4 years in the future, so you never know.
There you go. That's miles better.
Yeah, same me as well.
Skype killing my PC.
I mean, the pass wasn't, but the gameplay was. Lovely.
McNeil.
And then does that...
Terrible ball out.
It's 2 balls from the back. Ice cream uploads of... Oh! I've just absolutely shit the bed on.
Oh, has that kept that? Oh, yeah. No,
Ah!
that was terrible.
Nice.
Little switcheroo.
Oh,
get it
Mason.
out.
Just dilly-dallying, thinking he's got all the time in the world.
Lovely interchange in play.
Just trying to keep it alive with that interplay then. A little bit overplayed, but it's nice. 15 minutes into a Champions League tie, you want to kind of show a little bit of va-va-voom, as we said in the build-up to the stream.
Va-va-voom.
Hey, Bobby, what is the French for va-va-voom? Yoink! Oh, not.
Oh, look at.
Try again. Yoink! Good ball from Chaloff. Blindside pass. Kubo sells a man. Oh, Chaloff! Oh, it wasn't. He was Mount as well. Did well to get a shot then. It was stuck underneath his feet. Difficult to get any power behind it. Never mind accuracy. And he managed to dig out both. Matthias Nani. Oh, gets juked by the touch from McNeil. But McNeil does find a way to leave with it after Big Philly style. Oh, what a ball. Oh. Good run. Lovely run. Lovely. Castolo. Easy. Oh! Just opened his body up and rolled it. Oh. That's why I was like, easy.
What's that post made out of? Didn't even bounce back out.
I told you. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's lovely, though. Go on. Oh, ref!
Oh!
Absolutely held me.
Fell over.
Absolutely held me as he went down as well. I couldn't get past him.
Nearly bagged you.
Oh, lovely. Oh, composed by Zefwick. Oh, this play.
Oh, this is a lovely ball.
Oh.
Don't know why I just said this is lovely ball.
This is lovely ball. Play ball.
This is lovely.
The French for Shall we say? Shall we say? Shall we sing a song for you? I was reading Chapper's comment. The French for vavavoom is yoink. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Spreading it nice.
Ball. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, that is total football. That is absolute best.
Go on, Lolo. Oh, incredible. Incredible. Nice spread. McNeil waits the pass perfectly and look at this. Dink. That keeper dived like... Have you ever seen that video of that cat that's a goalkeeper? That keeper dived like that. Full on stretch. Whee! Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Chapper says, a truly strange language. Not the language of football. Not on this pitch. Oh, that was majestic. Things you love to see. Big win.
Like I said, that Castolo acceleration just ain't what it used to be.
Oh, yo, 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 yo.
Put it in that corridor.
Of uncertainty.
That was certainly a terrible ball in.
We'll take that. We'll take that. 1-0 at half-time. I mean, Porto came out and made it difficult in the first 10-15 minutes. I mean, that's what Safanov is selling to his team right now. I mean, lads, come on. Give your head a check. They were absolutely all over us. I mean, yeah, second half of the first half, later stages of that first half, we absolutely outplayed them. Some wonderful football. Come on, lads. Get your head back in the game. I've got gloves on. Don't know why I've still got them on inside the changing room, but I'm going to keep them on forever. All right? We'll clap them together. Yeah. The language of liquid football. You goddamn right. Oh, Mount looking hungry for it then. Almost paid off as well. That pressure led to a bit of a hopeful pass from Porto. I mean, it almost paid off to something, to be fair, but it almost didn't a little bit earlier too. That's what happens when you put someone under pressure. They make rash decisions. Sometimes it goes their way. Oh, what a touch from Chaloff. He had no business taking that under control. Mount absolutely punted it at him. I mean, a kick like that, you're more likely to see kicks like that on Chapper's podcasts rather than Ice Cream Uploads. Full on NFL style-y. Oh, I pressed the slide. I wanted to full on slide and get the interception, but it read it as I was about to pick the ball up and powered up as if I was going to kick it. Smart from Mount, trying to build up, couldn't go anywhere with it. Oh, Kubo just a bit slow. The ball just bobbled up on his first touch, which just meant that the space got taken down and he had absolutely no pace. It was going from a standing start pretty much. I see where you're trying to go. Ah, ha, ha. Oh! Oh! No! Just no! Try again. Oh, you stopped your run as well. Like when you took hold of the dude, it just stopped his run. I could have shot with Costola first time, but I wanted to lay it off on that one. But when you got hold of whoever it was, Chaloff, it just stopped his run. So it ended up Costello just stood there with no opportunity to shoot or pass. Jenkins! You sly dog, you. How's things, Jenkins? Oh, big changes now. Look at that standing ovation for him. Standing ovation. Of course there is. Of course there is. This man scores. He scores goals galore. He's Lolo. He scores goals galore. He's Lolo.
I don't think I've seen that cutscene before, where the cards stand up.
I mean, that's how good he's been. Oh, Zefwick, a bit lucky with that one, but we'll take it. Oh, lovely from Haaland. Oh, almost an absolute sniper's pass. Just pull the trigger.
It gave me Foden, then it moved me over to fucking Kubo.
It's like, that's
Go
what
on,
you think. That's what you think. All good. Twitch check after the nappy nap. Eating garbanzo bean chips. Trying to wake up. I don't know what a garbanzo bean is. Tell me more. Oh, what a ball.
That's a poor pass. There's just no weight on that whatsoever. It was just it was a blind pass with vision. He just fucking punted it, even though he knew where he was going to put it.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, you could see what he was going for, but it just wasn't. It wasn't a McNeil pass. He's had a couple of those in this game. Like that crossfield switch under pressure was harder to do, but he pulled that off. No problem. Oh, and that Kubo pass was horrendous. There's been multiple. Zefwick, Kubo, McNeil, and go on, Nane. The pressure. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Oh, we'll have that.
Out, regroup.
J. David comes on the pitch. Can we get a rewind?
After a nappy nap. Bloody hell. That is a sign of your age.
That's basically he's taking a kip whilst wearing a diaper. It's a nappy nap. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. An absolute punt on that through ball. I mean...
He slapped it.
He swung it and everything. Absolute backswing for days. Back lift. I mean, you guys play it across the back 4. That's fine by us. I mean, you're the guys that need to score. We're through if we win this, so... Yeah, nice. Oh, things you love to see. Go on, David. Oh! Chalov is shattered. Bless him. I was off anyway.
Outside of the boot pass.
Nah, bro. Took off the diaper before entering Twitch. It's a nappy, mate. It's a nappy. McNeil off. Matondo on.
His favoured left side.
Oh, lovely ball. Slots it. Oh, not even the pass he was going for, but we'll take it.
Oh, God, the goal machine.
It just always scores. Always. Off the bench, you need a late goal. That's fine. Off the bench, you need 4 to get through. That's fine. I mean, Kubo sees Chalov, plays it, past him, though. Nobody expected Haaland at the far post. Not even me, who played the pass. Ah, poor keeper. I mean, he was on his bike, covering ground in that goal. I mean, if that had have gone to Chalov, I'm not sure he'd have scored it. So, GG to Kubo.
I don't think so either. So the keeper would have covered it. Chalov is bollocks.
He's absolutely exhausted. His lungs are falling out when he went offside. It goes out of place, so there's a chance for a substitution, and he sees McNeil come off. He's like, "Ref! Management! Someone help me!" Oh, big block. Matthias Nane.
Because his bar was like still a quarter full. It wasn't even in the red. But McNeil was still able to run pretty well, even though he was in red. Oh, it's kicking off!
Oh, go on. Get him off, ref. Get him off! Honestly, that kind of behaviour, you're not even getting him in the book. That's disgusting. Matthias Nane, 6 interceptions. Huge for us in this game. And the man of the moment, there he is chasing the ball. Obviously, never get into it because he runs about 4 miles an hour. But still, they put the effort in. That's what matters. Nice. Nice Philly style. Oh.
I should have wellied that.
Easy. Matondo, fresh on the pitch. Got all the speed in the world. He's looking to use it. He has runners in front of him.
It's going all the way.
Oh. Oh, he's furious. He's like, I don't score many. I should have scored that one. I mean, look at Haaland, though, dragging defenders one way and then the other. Not the greatest shot, if we're being honest. But, I mean, after a sprint like that, you've not got much left in the tank.
Keeper's eye.
Haaland! Oh!
Oh, have a look at the movement. Have a look at the movement in the box. He was dragging defenders out left, right and centre there.
He came from the far side of the box as well. Came from the far side of the box, moved across the centre, pulled out of the near post, and then turned back into the middle. Absolute movement. Oh. just a bullet. Too close to the keeper for him to react to it. Ting!
Unmarked. No one knew where he was.
2 goals off the bench. Absolute super sub. Glitch boy doing bits, says Jenkins. He is the glitch boy. Pure.
El Glitchio.
Oh.
There we are. They're through.
I see you.
Celebrating like we've actually won it.
That's it. We are in the knockouts of the Champions League. We do have, I think, 2 games left. Maybe 1. I can't quite remember. But do you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That means we get to play our youngsters. And Haaland, how influential has he been this season so far? 2 goals off the bench.
Captain Fan looks good on him.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, we're talking about Chaloff being a replacement for Castolo. I mean, Haaland's in that conversation too. I mean, is Chaloff the replacement for Isak? I mean, is Haaland the Castolo replacement?
And he's man of the match as well after coming off the bench. And the man got 25 minutes and he's got man of the match and a 7.0 rating. GG.
Gurgur. Absolute gugs. Go on then, take us through the results from around the grounds then, Bib.
Alright, so the game that you're seeing here live on BT Sport, Ice Cream Uploads at home to Porto, win 3-0. Young Boys get a draw at home to Milan, which obviously meant that we are going to go through as the leaders. I think that means that Milan will also be in contention in 2nd and 3rd place behind Porto. Maybe, I'm not too sure. We'll check in a minute. Galatasaray go to PSV and win 2-0. Madrid go to Celtic and absolutely obliterate them 4-0. Standard stuff. Bayern Munich go to Slavia Prague, win 4-1. City go to Dynamo Zagreb and win 2-0. Olympic Lyon draw at home to draw away at Benfica.
You missed the City result at the end of that. Did you not want to reference that one, the last fixture?
I mentioned that one, didn't I?
You went
City
Lyon.
win 2-0 against.
Oh, did you mention
Olympic
that?
Lyon.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you mentioned.
I went City first, and then I realised that Lyon was above them.
Okay, get yeah.
PSG win 1-0 against Bayer Leverkusen. Atletico Madrid drop points against Copenhagen. Barcelona beat Leicester 4-0. Inter win 2-0 against Genk. Juventus get beat 3-1 against Sporting. Jesus. And United go to Basel and win 3-1. Some interesting results there, Graham.
Some very interesting results. Let's see how that looks on the tables then. We know we're through. We've just seen the celebrations from the players then. Look at that. Look at that. 8 points clear. I mean, if this isn't an example of how last season's league went, this is the Champions League, obviously, but look at every other team taking points off of everyone else. Porto, I mean, they could be on 12 points. They could be on 9 points. They could be anything. 6 points. Nope, 4 points. Milan, 4 points. Young Boys, 2 points. Draws and losses across the park. Everyone just sharing the points out a little bit. I mean, that's exactly how the league went for us last year. We got 4 wins, 12 goals scored, only 3 against. So we've been exceptional, but everyone else has been horrendous, which is how the league went last year. Let's have a quick flick through the other groups then and just see how the other tables are stacking up. So Galatasaray, Real Madrid.
Ooh, we said that was the group of death, and my God, is it turning out that way?
I mean, Celtic, at the bottom on goal difference, still 2 games left to play, still 6 points in it. Celtic, in theory, could still top the group, despite being in last. Real Madrid could top the group, despite being in last, second last. So yeah, I mean, that's an incredible group. PSV ahead of Real Madrid, despite having an inferior goal difference. That's such a mixed bag, that group. Expect changes, undoubtedly. Okay, let's keep moving through then. Bayern, 12 points at the top. Krasnodar, I mean, that's kind of business as usual you'd expect in that group.
Yeah.
Next one, City and Benfica and Lyon. All competing. City through. Benfica and Lyon are fighting for second place. Zagreb, technically, I think, can they still do it? Oh no, because someone will need to get point. I think mathematically,
No,
like if let's say if Benfica and Lyon have got to play each other and they draw that, they could both go to 6 points. Then they have to play. One would have to play City and one would have to play Zagreb. So if Zagreb win their last 2 games, depending on who the fixtures are, if the fixtures go the right way, Zagreb could go through, but they'd need like a 13 goal swing in 2 games of goal difference. So that's pretty much them out. Okay, that's City through. That's nice to know. Next one up, PSG, Atletico, Bayer Leverkusen, and Copenhagen. So FC Copenhagen or FC Copenhagen. I mean, nothing's decided. You kind of feel it's going to go as it stands. PSG and Atletico, but yeah, we'll see. Barca, Leicester, Inter, and then Genk. Only 4 points in it between top and bottom. Ooh, could be interesting. Mm-hmm. Next one.
Still 2 fixtures left to play in these groups, by the way. So
they
all technically may have to play each other. So there could be a couple of draws, a couple of goals elsewhere. Could seal your time in the knockout stages.
Absolutely. As Ajax top the group, Zenit, Olympiacos, and Fenerbahce are all very close. One win though could take Fenerbahce from last to first in the group. So very, very tight in that group. No one's safe just yet. Group D. This is the one where we've just had the interesting fixtures. Juventus losing against Sporting makes it a bit spicier there now. United, obviously, level on points, better goal difference, but the head-to-head is obviously what puts them in second place. If they have a favourable result against Juventus, that pretty much secures their fate because they will not only have the head-to-head even up, but they would get the points and the goal difference. So yeah, spicy again in that group, and then obviously confirmation once again of Ice Cream Uploads going through, and everyone else with all to play for. Porto, Milan, and Young Boys. You kind of feel Young Boys aren't going to get through. It's just a case of who can between Porto and Milan. Woo! Spicy.
Tasty.
As this is pretty tasty in itself. Ice Cream Uploads against Watford at Vicarage Road. Is Vicarage Road right? Where did Watford play?
It is Vicarage Road.
Is it? Okay. Just with Crystal Palace. I'm trying to remember, what's Palace's ground?
Is it? I'm sure it's Vicarage Road. Check.
Oh, well, we're at Watford. Anyway, that's all we need to know. But what makes this spicier is Watford are having their best season ever in the Premiership now. The Premier League table has us in first, Liverpool second, and Watford in third, just 2 points behind us. So we play Watford, and one win could be the difference between first and third place for either of us in that sense. If Liverpool get a draw, Watford get a win, and goal difference is in their favour, they could be top of the table and we could drop down to third place. So it all rests on this game. Big swing this one. Palace play at Sellers Park. That's it, Sellers Park.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to have enough time.
All right, bye, babe. Didn't want to talk to you anyway, mate. Whatever, mate. And he's back.
Sick of this Discord, mate. It just keeps on going. Keeps on kicking me out the call. Everything's going tits up. I said I don't think I'm going to have enough time to play this one.
How come? Why?
Because we've got a call at 2.
It's all right. Sack him off. It's fine. This is more important. Tell they call. I mean, I'm not on the call anyway, because. Oh, let's move that over there. Yeah, I've already said I'm not in it. I can make it.
Yeah.
Jamie says I feel we need it, so we push later. So the call is probably not till later on anyway, from the looks of things. So let me just check. Okay.
Ooh, I know this is thrilling for everyone at home, but obviously, work comes first, motherfuckers.
I would usually put Bib on screen, but Bib's not on screen, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just said I can mess with him about. Jamie said perfect, so the call isn't at 2 because I need to nip out. So we could do this and then do one if that's the plan. That's the plan. Nice. Okay, we will jump into this game then. Let's get set for that. We've been offered, though, in the meantime, the job at Liverpool. So do we want to jump down to second place? What do you think, babe? I think we should... babe? I called you babe. Nice one, babe. What do you think, babe? Babe.
Daniel.
We should take a lot of time to think about this. Okay, that's enough time. What do you think? So yeah, we are not going to manage Liverpool. So it is what it is. Ice Cream Uploads though against I'm going to say what Notts Forest. That's the next game. We are playing against Watford though. I'll bring the teams up so you can see. The Ice Cream Uploads with the team that you kind of expect a few changes. Let's have a look at the Watford lineup though while Bib starts out with his managerial changes. I mean, players that stand out. Maybe, I mean, obviously, Dale Feu, centre forward, only 82 overall, 78 overall, but definitely a player that has something to be wary of. Other things to mention though, let's look at that Sarr. They have Sarr, 82 rated Sarr on the bench, a player that we have been related to, a player that we've been linked with a few times. He's been scouted for us, and is a player that we've looked at, but because we don't play with wingers, he's not someone that we've really taken much awareness of. That said, we have looked at the potential of maybe swapping Matondo for him, but yeah. So yeah, Sarr off the bench, Pussetto off the bench, Dale Feu starting. I wouldn't be surprised to see things be a little bit sloppy, maybe a bit defensive-minded for Watford to begin. Playing some long ball. Teams that tend to play the 4-5-1 kind of setup that they're going, 4-2-3-1, tend to play a bit more defensively. And then, like United, for example, bring on their attacking midfielders who are strikers, effectively. The likes of Alexis Sanchez and Lingard, bringing them on in the second half to cause us pain. I expect that is where it is. But yeah, hopefully our width with McNeil, with Matondo, can get around those. Any key changes from our lineup that you want to mention, Bib?
Yes, so unfortunately today Zefwick isn't feeling too clever, so Frimpong comes in to make his first start of the season, I believe, overtaking James Justin at right back. Matthias Nani, Starr and Davis round out the rest of the defence. Ravin Matondo stays on the right hand side. Mount, Foden and McNeil fill the rest of the midfield. Isak is coming in as Chaloff isn't feeling too clever today either. We moved obviously Kubo, Jonathan, David and Dodo onto the bench. So we have got some defensive options and more than enough firepower off the bench should it be required.
Absolutely. Okay, let's jump into the pre-match press conference then. Obviously, Bib can't be here. The feed to the remote part of the ICU arena where Bibby is not working today, so you can just see where Bibby usually would be on the PC setup, but it's fine. He will be back for the next stream. Don't you worry about that. Speaking of being back, this guy with the camera, with the world's brightest lens, I mean, brightest flashes, then any need for that, mate? Sort it out. But anyway, last game of the stream even. Second game, only two rather than three. Same as last Wednesday, to be fair. But Ice Cream Uploads travel to Watford. We've had quite a lot of success in London. We usually win when we're down this way, but we're not counting anything out. Watford are the exact calibre of team that can hit us with an absolute sucker punch. We've had it from Brighton. We've had it from Crystal Palace. And that's a team that we do play in a couple of games' time. And today we are playing against Watford. They haven't done it to us before, but they definitely have players that we can see being a threat. Dale Feu is not quite the player that we expected him to be at this point of his career, but he still has a spark, as does Sarr off the bench, as does Pussetto off the bench. So put this to bed early and it's all good. If we get into the second half, that's where things could start to be an issue for us. So I think we need to be wary of... they're almost not a sleeping giant. I'd say they're more of a scorpion. A sleeping scorpion. Okay, not too much of a problem, but they definitely have a sting in the tail should you get them angry. And that's the way. That's what I'm going with for my metaphor. Nice, let's jump out onto the pitch. What do you reckon, babe? Are we conceding, or are we going to get a clean sheet from this?
I'm hoping for a clean sheet. I mean, if it does get to the point where we're looking a bit shaky towards the 60th, 65th minute, then we can start to change the formation up. We have got Dodo on the bench that can come in just to try and pack that defensive midfield role out for us. But yeah, I think we should be okay today.
I mean, having Mason Mount, Alexander Isak, Castolo all on the pitch to start, and then having Haaland off the bench, we should be winning this. But yeah, the issue is that defensive setup, and this is exactly where we are. As a player that I did say has a bit of a spark, De La Feu took no time in taking a touch and making a potential goal-scoring opportunity off it. But Matthias Nani now loves to venture up the pitch and quickly ventures back. Good teaming up there from Mount and Philippa Foden. Matondo using his pace, sees the run in the middle. Isak with a good, clever touch, just a bit heavy. Unfortunate. I mean, he's been watching Castolo's Wonder Years on replay, because that is exactly a Castolo first touch. Out of his feet and heading towards goal with one touch.
Here he is again. Oh, he's let that roll just a little bit too far.
Tried to get hold of it, didn't get hold of it. Tried to tackle, and then it let me get hold of it and played it out as a pass. Great. The Watford fans finding their voice now all of a sudden. Watford! 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 Oh, these are where the dangerous. Look at that. Gerard Deulofeu again, unmarked. 78 rated.
Their ways through, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, he's not a 78 rated player. Look at that Graham Taylor stand. Watford Stadium looks incredible on this PC patch, by the way. Just saying. Just saying.
It's Sir Elton John.
I mean, that shot was a bit of a rocket, man.
Whoa, jump!
Oh, yeah! Oh! Get up, Nani! Whew. Oh, my God.
Thank God for that. Offside. Like, I mean, you can't really tell from that seat in the Elton John stand.
I mean, Matthias Nani going for the extravagant there. I mean, fair play for the camera moment, but my God, he just left the header open. Thankfully, they didn't have the accuracy on it. As Alexander Isak now, our most lethal player so far. I mean, not lethal enough, but yeah, once again caught out. I mean, he's making the runs. He's getting the opportunities. Oh, this is some lovely play here from De La Feu on the edge of the box. Sarr doing well to mark him out of the game. Woo!
It's been a lot of Watford this first half.
Yeah.
So far.
I mean, the worrying thing is our comments were effectively score early or it starts to get worrying. I mean, it's worrying from the early, so maybe it's going to be one of those games as Mount tries to use some sexy footwork, just doesn't manage to get through. And it's quickly from defence to attack again. They're very good at transitioning, this team. Oh, lovely. Oh.
It took so long to get back on his bike again.
Yeah. Just like, it was like, and we've lost possession. Oh, some sexy footwork out there, but Matondo hounding. You love to see that. Isak now running into space. That's not usually where he goes, but I mean, 2-on-1, very good press from this Watford team as well. Big win. Oh,
fans
foul.
are already murmuring for Haaland in the stands. You can see him warming up.
The thing is, though, it's not even that. It's trying to get. There's no space. Oh no, no!
Oh no! Oh, another own goal. Oh, Nani.
Oh, he's gutted. He's absolutely gutted. I mean, a calamity of errors. Look at this. Clearance off his own player. Bounced off his own player. Space covered. I mean, it's probably going wide, that. It looks like it.
It's going well wide, that.
I mean, nothing Nani could do about it.
Well wide.
Questionable decision for him to be raising his foot there. Why are you raising your foot there when you can't? There's no chance of controlling that. And even still, why would you try to control that ball? You're just inviting pressure on you in your own box. I mean, it's one of those things. It's making decisions at the speed of light. It's not as if he's fully thought that through. Watching it back in slow motion makes it look worse than it is.
Oh, Isak stepping up.
That footwork, though. That footwork. Just, it's the first touch. The finish was cool and collected, but to cut inside the defender and just give himself so much space and time. Whoa, things you love to see.
That's what I wanted. Instant reply.
I mean, good build-up play here. Look at this. Good pass. Yoink! There we go. I just caressed the ball. Yeah. That's it. So much space. The fact he'd made himself so much room with that second touch just meant that he just had to caress the ball past the keeper.
Oh, no.
Yoink! Oh, lovely. Lovely. Oh, and a switch that's majestic too. Oh, look at the pace from Matondo. Plays the ball. 1-2. Oh, come on. What was that touch? Okay, that wouldn't let me or you...
He got it back to feet.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me or you control him then. It gave it you when it was behind him. Oh, Matthias Nani's lost his man. But well covered from Sarr.
Oh my god.
If in doubt.
All the time in the world and I still kicked at him. I mean, sorry, Sarr kicked at him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a football game, babe. It's an actual football team that we're managing. Oh my god. Just got absolutely robbed. We are so wasteful in possession in this game. They just need to buck their ideas up. It's literally... I mean, we're making them look better than they are. They've not played particularly well. I mean, their goal was an absolute, like, misfortune. Oh, Megs.
Winning the Puskas, put it that way.
Oh. Oh. Glad to see that second half. Glad to see the second half. End of the first half, welcoming in the second half is what I'm trying to say. As that just... You got robbed. You goddamn right. A horrendous half for ice cream uploads. I mean, didn't actually see them then, but I imagine the interceptions for Wolves has got to be quite high, because we just gave the ball away way too often, which is what we did in the first half in the and again it's what we did in the first half in the Champions League as well. Oh, and they kept it in.
Definitely didn't look like it.
Big win.
Stayed in.
Oh, lovely. Oh, ref! Look at him putting his hand on an invisible football. Ref, there was nothing wrong with that. All he did was assault someone. Hollybass has the most interceptions on the pitch. Woo!
I'll take that.
Easy, Rick. I mean, we expect a little bit more from our players, but, I mean, Alphonso Davies comes out with the same sort of, like, lull that we had in the first half. We just need more. Probably guilty of playing passes that are too adventurous. We need to make it a little bit more simple. Speaking of which, doing this now. Lovely play. Oh. Big win.
Oh! He wouldn't give me fucking Matondo at the back post.
No.
Oh, no! It would have felt nicely onto his head.
Oh, long throw. Yeah, that's it. Oh, big win. Oh. What was that?
Oh.
Fucking...
It was literally like an inch behind him. I thought he might have been able to stick a foot out.
Just absolutely rifled it, though. Like...
Take that, sucker.
Oh, big interception. He was through then. Oh, he still might be. Oof.
My God. got?
Dale Lefeu
Tough for something else.
has been exceptional.
He
Not
was.
world class. You could still tell he's just a. Oh, we've got to play short. You can still tell he's a 78 rated player, but he's playing out of his skin in certain areas. If he was a better player, we'd be 2 or 3 goals down now. The fact that he's into those positions though shows just how much he still has about him. Oh, Phil! For fuck's sake, play the ball. Oh.
Can't tell that didn't lock me on then.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Isak!
Oh, he still finds ourselves 2 goals for Isak.
He is incredibly underrated, even by us as our management team that know what he can deliver. I mean, this camera view is incredibly overrated, but like, just a touch and then smash.
The team's not created that many chances today, but I tell you what, when they've had a decent one, they put it away, and that's exactly what we want from our strikers. There is going to be games where we're under pressure, and if they just get one chance, we want them to be able to finish that.
Oof, good spread. Oh, clever play now. They're working it well. I mean, this scoreline currently is harsh on this team. Let's not forget the fact that they are. Oh, I'm going to say they are the better value for money for their goal before that equaliser. They were the ones that deserved the second goal, not us. I mean, we're going to take it. We absolutely works it. And they have a chance now for their own. Oof. Matthias Nani not taking.
I tell you what,
risks.
There's definitely a penalty appeal there.
Let's see this.
Oh, we've got away with it there, boys.
Malang Sarr's dropped him. I mean, you have to wonder what the linesman, what VAR are thinking there. They've just seen him get the shot off. They've said benefit of the doubt. He managed to get his shot off, so it wasn't denying a goal scoring opportunity maybe, but even still. I mean, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Yoink. Oh. Lovely. Oh.
Oh, shit. Well played.
Oh, lovely ball. It's coming near post. Oh, he had hold of me! I couldn't get off him.
High.
Oh, majestic. Majestic. Oh, that wasn't though.
Oh.
Isak's touches have been important when we needed them until then. But now, Castolo. Oh! Oh!
Oh no. Afternoon, Ed.
Hey!
A trick.
Oh. Almost the rinse and repeat of his earlier 2 goals. Gets into a bit of space on the edge of the box with that left foot of his. Obviously, it looks like he's just swinging a little shot, but when your legs are about 78 metres long, then the pivot just makes it a few thousand miles an hour. But Captain Fantastic, the club legend, makes way as Lolo comes off, replaced by our super sub extraordinaire, Erling Haaland, who gets straight into the mix with his first touch. But Foden getting absolutely dropped there, and the ref having none of it. But then again, I suppose that shows consistency. It was after the ball was played, as happened in our box, so I can't really be too angry at that. As it balances, we've had the rub of the green there because they were denied a goal. We were denied a free kick. Well, they were denied a penalty, not a goal. They've still got to score it. Oh, I thought you had it. Haaland, not Bib. Oh. Alfonso shows him inside, gets a bit of strength on it, but still loses out. Whew. Oh my God, this Watford team. I mean, you can see why they're in 3rd place in the league. I love a super sub. Morata for me. Italian BMT for me.
It's a BMT, isn't it?
Yeah, BMT.
Is it a BMT?
Yeah, BLT is just a general sandwich. Like a bacon, lettuce and tomato is a BLT. Oh, I'm off.
Oh, I think he's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we can see much there, but we'll just take the word for it, right? Nice, nice. But we know what you mean, Crocodile. It's fine. BMT, it's a quality sandwich, that, by the way. What sauce are we going for it? Bit of southwester and sweet onion, that's what you want.
Doubling up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
Leave it.
fucking terrible.
No, we'll take that. We'll take it. 3 minutes, just waste a couple more
Usually,
seconds.
have Rotondo there or something.
Oof! Right in the schnauzer. Someone give that guy a bit of tissue. He's going to need to plug up that nose. Nuts it on. Ah.
I really shouldn't have gone for the fucking long through ball.
Could have played it through the middle, but it's alright, because unless they score with the last chance of the game now, if they need to move it forward or it's going to be game over. There we go.
And they have Isak, hero.
I mean, Watford, let's point out the fact that they didn't score. We scored all 3 goals, a Matthias Nani own goal and 2 Alexander Isak goals. We'll point that out from the beginning. And that's obvious. Their starting striker is 78 rated and he's an SS. Dale Lefeu is not a centre forward. He shouldn't be playing as an SS. That said, that is not. I don't think that's fair for us to have a 2-1 there. I think it could be fair for them to have a 2-1 just as much as it is for us. That's a 1-1 game, a 0-0 game, 2-2. It's an absolute draw, scripted, 100%. But yeah, I mean, do you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Watford, hard done to. Hard done to. I mean, we're lucky to come away with anything from that, but we will take it. It just is what it is. Obviously, Watford, 52%, so the edge possession. They had 9 shots, 4 on target. We only had 3 with all 3 on target. Managed to score 2 of them. So Alexander Isak taking all of the shots as well. Nobody else in the team had a shot. We had 3 fouls. They had 1. I mean, every one of the stats on the screen there went Watford's way. We were going without. So, do you know what? I'll take the points. I'll take the points. I'll happily take it. I'll leave. It's one of those snooker shots where it goes in by accident and you kind of have to apologise to your teammates. That's what it is. I've mentioned that as a reference before. It's absolutely one of those. We apologise, but it is what it is. We take it. We'll take it. And that keeps us at the top of the table. Do you want to take us through the results from around the grounds, though, before we have a look at that, Bib?
Yes, of course. The game that you've seen here live on Sky Sports, Ice Cream Uploads go to Watford and get a but maybe undeserved 2-1 victory, but a victory nonetheless. Brighton go to Stoke and get a draw. City at home defeat Liverpool 1-0, which I think has opened the gap between us and Liverpool at the top of the table. Manchester United at Old Trafford beat Southampton 4-0. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge win 3-1 against Arsenal. Big result there. Everton go to Bournemouth and win 1-0. Aston Villa go to Nottingham Forest and win 4-1. Crystal Palace at home at Selhurst Park win 1-0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Spurs go to Leicester and win 1-0. West Ham go to the Toon and win 2-0.
Just jump back a screen, just so you can see. So West Ham winning gives them some points. They are high flying in the table now. But if you jump back to the previous set of fixtures, I mean the interesting things there: City getting points, keeping up their surge. Liverpool drop points. That means we have a gap now at the top of the table. And United winning 4-0 at Southampton is huge for their goal difference. So let's see how that actually stacks up. Arsenal obviously losing as well, but let's see how that impacts. So. Ice Cream Uploads now 3 points clear at the top of the table. United winning 4-0 means that they surged 12 goal difference. Pretty close to us. I mean, we are 7 ahead, but that's due to we had like a 7-0 thrashing at Brighton or something like that early on in the season, so that is a bit skewed. So take that one result out of it. United, whilst they don't have as many points as us, they are scoring more frequently than we are. They've only scored 5 less than us, and we are absolutely firing on all cylinders. Spurs, down in 8th, have managed to score 23 times as well, so I can see them coming up the table. They're managing to get the goals. They're conceding, but if they can fix that, the hardest thing in football, as anyone will tell you, is scoring goals, and they're doing it. West Ham, though, have jumped over Liverpool alongside United. They're sitting third now. Liverpool gone from second down to fourth. We didn't see this sort of capitulation from Liverpool towards the end of the season, last season. It'd be interesting to see how things happen, though. Watford have dropped all the way down the table, down to 6th after losing against us. City, Everton, Spurs are all kind of coming up there. Arsenal drop down to 12th. Chelsea jump up to 10th. So expect a lot of changes in that sort of area. And if there is changes in that sort of region, that can only benefit us. If Chelsea and Arsenal are going to start climbing the table, then the likes of West Ham and Everton are going to have to start dropping the table, which then just makes a bit more of a gap for us at the top of the table, which is what happened last season. We plugged away. We didn't run away with the league. We didn't set any records with number of points scored. But we won with a few games in hand because everyone else just kept tripping each other up, and it looks like we're having more of the same. So I'll take that. I will take that. So there you go. That is how things are going to play out for this stream. Only 2 games in this stream, but we will have 3 games for you on Friday. This has been Wednesday's episode of Master of the League. We do stream Master of the League Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so we'll have another episode then. If you're watching this on YouTube, then we'll still have the episode on Friday, just a little bit later on. If you want to see it live, we do go live around 12 noonish Monday, Wednesday and Friday on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Upload. So remember that. Jumping back into the chat. Excuse me. Ed the Caveman says, do you know a club sandwich is chicken lettuce under bacon? You're welcome. That's obvious.
I didn't actually know that.
Not obvious. I mean, I did because I used to work near a sandwich shop that used to do, you can get a turkey club, which was basically the same thing, but with wafer thin turkey instead of chicken, and it was well nice. Need to remove top of the stand to accommodate cameras. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Watford clearly haven't thought about the media when they've built their stadium. So, yeah, cameras absolutely count. For those that don't know, by the way, that's not an actual in-game camera. Just want to point that out. That's not actually what PES looks like. It's because we're playing a modded PC version. So that stadium shouldn't be in the game, but we've imported it in. And as a result, because it's a mod, it's not quite perfect. So, yeah, you do get some glitches in some stadiums like that. Crocodile says, any hot Champions League matches tonight? Ed says, Liverpool for me. Crocodile says, against? Question mark. I've not actually looked at the fixtures because, I was looking at last night's being a United guy. United finally played, when I say played well, they played well in parts, but we got the result that we should have got last week against Başakşehir here, or week before. So yeah, anyway.
City play at 6 o'clock.
Who are you playing?
Olympiacos.
Ooh, a difficult team to play against, Olympiacos. I mean, shit.
Interesting.
Freudian slip. City should win the game, but yeah. There we go. We are going to finish things off. I'm going to grab the keys, take us back to the Manor House. Whilst I do that, though, Bib, is there anything you want to say?
Yeah. Well, again, thank you very much. There was a lot more menu streaming today, and that's obviously because we had Wilfred Ndidi be offered to us, which is sort of a player that we've been looking for the last 12 months since he'd fallen off of our shortlist because we couldn't afford him the first time round. So that is all part and parcel of running a football club. Sometimes it's just games, sometimes it's looking at what's best for the club in the future. We will be back again, like Graham said, on Friday at around 12 p.m. GMT or UK time, whichever one is easier for you to look up, for some more Master League action. We have 61 episodes, 110 hours deep as it stands. So we hope to see you all for episode 62 on Friday.
Damn right we do. Thank you, everyone, once again for joining us. Welcome back into the Manor House. Grab yourself a seat at the table. Explore the East Wing if you want. Explore the West Wing if you want. That's fine. Have a look around. Feel free to see the sights. I mean, the pool has just been refreshed, so all chlorined up. I mean, obviously, nobody likes a bit of chlorine, but, got to keep it clean. Got to keep it clean. So have a jump in the pool if you want. We are going to get ourselves set for the next few games. Obviously, we've just played in the Champions League, and we've just played Watford. We do have... who is the next game, actually? Who is the next game?
I think it is Crystal Palace.
Forest.
Oh, Nottingham Forest.
Forest and then Palace, I think it is. Is that because I think it was 2 games ahead for Palace. Yeah. So we do have, in the next stream, you can see us playing against Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace. 2 games that we should win. We should win those. But we've just seen how hard it was to play against Watford. Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest are exactly the kind and type, that's what I meant to say, of teams that can upset us. Crystal Palace did that last season, so nothing is for certain. And then we round things off with a game against PSC Young Boys in the Champions League. Obviously, remember, we're through in the Champions League, so we're going to be fielding a weakened team in that game. Could that sting us? Could that take a little bit of wind out of the sails? There's only one way you can find out, and that is coming back on Friday to see. Before you do disappear, though, a couple of things to mention. Exclamation mark giveaway if you want to win yourself some free games and some snacks. That's all I'll say. I don't need to say anymore, apart from thanks to 2K UK and Muscle Moose for getting behind us. And as well as that, exclamation mark Cyberpunk. If you're a subscriber and you want to win a copy of Cyberpunk, guaranteed for next month, we will draw the giveaway on Monday the 7th, so you'll know on Monday before the game comes out on the 10th whether you've won a copy or not. One subscriber gets that, and we don't have a shitload of subscribers, so the odds of winning are much higher than any other social media giveaway that you have if you're a sub. If you're not a sub, sorry, you can't get involved, but this is one way of thanking the people that help support the channel. So yeah, if you're a sub, make sure you're in Discord and make sure you've linked your accounts. That's all I'm saying. If you don't do it, you're missing out. You paid your opportunity to get involved in this competition, so make sure you use it. Yeah. Until then, thank you very much, even, for joining us at the Masters of the League, in the Masters of the League stream, and joining us here at the Manor House. We're going to get set for those games against Forest, Palace, and the Young Boys. Until then, have yourselves a fantastic day, and stay frosty.
And stay frosty.